Modern Mahjong's here with a must-watch video on frequently asked questions. We get many frequently asked questions in our Facebook group on National Mah Jongg League Rules. Here are a few reminders for both new players and refreshers for experienced players, because over time the rules do change. Number 1, can I ever use a joker in a pair, a single, or a group of singles? The answer here is no. There's no exception. Jokers can only be used in groups of 3 or more identical tiles. So, a reminder, a joker can never be used in a pair, can never be used as a single, and can never be used in a group of singles like News or 2024. This was first included this year in Mahjong Made Easy, which we have available on modernmahjong.com. Additionally, all of this information is available in our visual companion guide for American Mahjong, which is available on Amazon. We go through the top 2022 most frequently asked questions, as well as information for new players and players to improve their strategy and win. Next up, can I call any tile for Mahjong when playing a concealed or exposed hand? The answer to that is yes. Any tile with a big underline, other than a joker, can be called for Mahjong, whether you're playing a concealed hand or an exposed hand. This is true even if you're calling for a pair, a single, or a group of singles. Next up, what's the proper order for a joker exchange? This is really important because a lot of times players get really excited when they know they could do a joker exchange, so they forget to start their turn first. Your turn starts when you either pick or claim a discard. So the proper order is, first, pick a tile from the wall or call a discard. Then, if you called a tile, make sure you expose and complete that exposure, because once you initiate your joker exchange, you can't add to that exposure. After you complete your exposure, you ask to exchange the joker, and then that joker either goes in your rack or you can call Mahjong. Some notes. If you make a joker exchange before your turn start, your hand is dead, and that joker that you just got cannot be added to any exposure. Speaking of Mahjong, after exchanging a joker, is it self-picked, and is the player paid double? Yes. This counts as self-picked whether you exchange the joker from your own rack or another player's rack, and that player is entitled to be paid double by everyone, since that player made the move which was responsible for Mahjong, the joker exchange. Next, we're asked, can I call a tile and use that tile to do a joker exchange? The image we get from this is the game of Hungry Hungry Hippo, and just imagine everybody diving for that tile. You can never call a tile to exchange for a joker if the player who discarded missed doing that exchange. A discard can only be used for either a new exposure or to call Mahjong. That's it, no exceptions. Can I exchange a joker from a dead hand? This is asked often, and there's many parts to this answer. Yes, you can exchange jokers from a dead hand, but they had to be exposed before the hand was declared dead. If an incorrect exposure results in a dead hand, but it's not realized until later, jokers in that exposure aren't available. But until it's called dead, it's kind of a gray area, because if no one called it dead yet, then players might exchange that joker first. This part confuses a lot of players. No jokers exposed before a concealed hand is declared dead from Mahjong in error are redeemable, since they were part of an incorrect exposure. So we'll break that down a little bit. Imagine a player puts out an exposure of 3 easts, and there's a joker in that exposure. Later, they call Mahjong, and they put up 2 north, 3 east, 2024, 3 west, and 2 south. So that's the concealed 2024 hand. That hand is dead because that's a concealed hand and they had an exposure. All of those tiles are returned to the rack because that joker in the east is not redeemable. And you might be saying, but wait a second, they could have been playing a different hand at the time. According to the National Mah Jongg League, it doesn't matter. If Mahjong Made Easy is declared because they had an exposure before they declared Mahjong and the hand was concealed, none of those prior exposures are allowed to be redeemed from jokers be redeemed. We hope that you enjoyed this video, and we invite you to learn more. We have a PDF on strategy on modernmahjong.com that's available to download for $10. Additionally, if you have family and friends that are looking to learn, invite them to check out our series. It's $85 for the 4-week course, and you'll be ready to play Mahjong. We start June 23rd and continue for 4 weeks. If you can't attend live, private replays will be available for registered players. Thank you so much for your support of our women-owned small business. We invite you to visit our website, modernmahjong.com, and view our curated collection of Mahjong and Canasta gifts and accessories. If you have any questions, we know there is so much information out there. And unfortunately, there's a lot of information shared by players or teachers that are teaching their rules as opposed to official rules. We're not saying we don't love house rules, because house rules can add to excitement, but we want to make sure that we are informing you of the official rules, and that way you could play wherever you go. If you want to learn more, check out our visual companion guide for American Mahjong available on Amazon. And if you're thinking of learning Canasta, check out Modern American Canasta, the complete guide, also available on Amazon and modernamericancanasta.com. We invite you to stay connected for more great tips to learn official rules, discover strategies, and increase your odds at winning. Like, connect, comment, save, and share. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great day and a great game.